welcome you guys. We are here today after a store treasure cup with Brawley Games of EBO2. We just barely got done and we got Mavis here with us. How's it going, Mavis?
Fantastic. It was a great event.
Awesome. Introduce yourself, my man. Let the people know who you are.
Yeah, so I'm a Utah local. Been playing for about a year and a half now. Started in 05. Maybe not the best meta, but hey, we're in a much healthier meta now. Enjoying it a lot. So
yes,
this is my first top 3 in a treasure cup, and so I'm feeling good.
Hey, there we go. Hey, you said the meta. The meta right now is GP everywhere, but we didn't see one single one. I feel like literally everyone showed up to counter GP to the point where everyone that did was only the counters for GP.
Yeah.
So this was a game of just counters in this sense.
Yes.
Alone, like you told me yourself, I'm like, send all the GPs to me.
Yep.
Round 1, where was my GP?
Yeah. Round 1 into Kid, Piss Kid. Round 2 was into. Oh, I got a buy. I got the buy after I lost round 1. Round 3 was into Control Shanks, and round 4 was into Bonnie. Into top 4 top cut into Blackbeard.
Into Blackbeard, getting into 3rd place. I mean, Paul, great player, played Blackbeard against you. You did get that first win from the best of 3. You got it with your boy Jozu right off the bat.
Did.
So tell me, so earlier we had a deck profile with Andy. That was before EBO2. So EBO2's in already. What have you done changes, and what are some spicy techs that you're going for to counter the GP meta right now?
Yeah, well, the greatest thing about Marco right now, a lot of people have been up on it since the GP meta. Everyone's like, they get the stage, it goes to 7 cost, really hard to move with black, whereas red doesn't care about the stage. So, I mean, honestly, the core with your new gates and Rayleigh, it's just fundamentally what you need to see. Initially, it started with maybe like a Marco tech so I could find the new gate, but ended up just going back to kind of your tried and true with Marco lately, which is the Ivankov and the VB to get your cards that way. So honestly, just the Marco core of Rayleigh, power reduction, just does really, really good into GP. And I kind of tech for consistency. How can I just draw my cards? Just make sure.
Never draw into like a dead situation.
Yeah, you don't want to draw into the dead cards unless you're playing against Blackbeard.
Everything's dead at that point because you're just playing vanillas.
Yeah, I played a lot of vanillas today. Yeah, spicy techs. I mean, it's not really spicy tech, but I think people are forgetting about pudding. Pudding does exist in this format. GPs like to go up to 8-9 cards, and if you see them Nami into the event and you see double Sanji pudding, just drop it.
Yeah.
Force them to randomize their hand. NL, we have a lot of yellow players here in Utah. You have to tech for that in Utah.
Yes. That is one big thing. I remember the Discord just telling us like, yellow is Utah State situation.
It really is
what it is.
So you drop that on.
I'm one of them.
You are. This is so true. One card that I don't see a lot of people running currently is Radical Beam, and I think Radical Beam isn't just to protect Marco. I mean, I like to go down to 2 pretty quick so that I have it active, but it's also to protect your bodies. GPs will sometimes just they can't win if new gate's on the board, so they'll just swing 18 all their Dawn onto it and try to kill it, and you just Rad Beam, and it's like, all right, well, you didn't get to my body, so.
Very true.
The Jozu is here. Obviously came in clutch against Blackbeard. I stole a game off it with the rush.
Yeah.
Is mainly here for the Atmos, and that card is a lot of the tech for that one is both the Zoro, Joro, and GP. Keep bouncing it back to hand. It's a brick, and then also for Shanks, bounces Lucky Root, which Lucky Root can become a big problem, and if he just sticks it and can pop something, but typically they don't play. If they play it on 4, they're not playing it again. They want to play other things. So.
Fair. Awesome. Today, so when it comes to playing Marco, do you prefer? So we're gonna base this off of the green-purple matchup situation. Do you prefer going first or second? I know green-purple Luffy loves second. Mm-hmm. Do you give him their curve, or do you stick to your own? What
so a lot of times I want to go second against most decks, but against green-purple Luffy specifically, I know they like second, but I like first a lot more. And that goes because on their 5-6 on turn, they play Sanji Pudding. Even if the leader ability, whatever.
They give you your targets, and that's what you want.
I can go straight to 7, straight to Newgate. And then once Newgate hits the board, if they can't deal with the Newgate after 1 turn, it's pretty much the game's pretty much over. I'm going to pop everything that they play. And then, if I have Rayleigh after Newgate hits the board, the game is officially over. So I have a heavy win rate against GP Luffy.
There you go. Well, that's honestly great because, again, yes, we only see it for the remaining of this month. next month already, Blue Purple Luffy. Do you think this is going to carry on perfect for Blue Purple Luffy, or do you think you're just going to get outpaced with Blue Purple Luffy?
Yeah, Blue Purple. Blue Purple is obviously the menace of the format, as we're seeing. But this deck, I've always been a Marco guy. I love playing Marco in 08. Wasn't quite there, let's be real. He's finally got the cards, especially with ST15 is when he obviously took off. I'm going to stick with the Marco, I feel. I don't think he gets outpaced. Katakuri's an AK. Katakuri blockers and AK. Easily poppable with just Marco Leader and Rayleigh. But the thing that Marco can do, we also get some of the cards. They play the Nami blocker, that top threes. So Marco is an interesting situation. If I play that on 7 and I set up my top and I'm going to play Sanji on 9 and rather than 10, not a lot. I'm doing what they're doing too. They're playing big body. I'm playing big body.
You're trying to pace each other out.
Exactly.
Whoever sees their Sanji first has a better advantage.
Pretty much. They're going to hit it first a lot of the time, but their bodies, they're not threatening, right? They're threatening at 9-10, right? But I can kill most of their stuff. I'll probably end up taking Red Rock.
It's great. Blue has that advantage of having good removal. I mean, we had My Kingdom Come for yellow, but I honestly said get rid of that card. That card's just too broken. I'd rather deal with the Red Rock, but Kingdom Come was just too good because Nell abused it.
That's the thing about Kingdom Come, right? They banned it before an L, but why not just ban an L?
Yeah.
But that's a design factor. But I might check back into set of Rad Beam, maybe Divine Departure, because it can KO those big bodies that he puts out. I also play a lot of blockers. Obviously, Sanji 2K is staple in almost every red deck. I played the Duval, the Monet. If they don't want to swing into it, I'm getting free value every turn. So I basically force them to swing into my bodies, or I'm going to keep outvaluing them. And so I'm not too worried about the matchup. I haven't played it. I don't typically look too far ahead to play on like the sim and stuff. I've been hard locked in on on these 2 treasure cups that we're in. I'm in one tomorrow. So
okay, perfect.
I think the matchup spread's pretty solid. I don't think there's a matchup that he just loses right now. Yellow Kid's pretty hard. If you're playing a Rush Shanks, I don't know why they're still playing Rush Shanks, because they're going to get bodied by GP. But if you play Rush Shanks, you're going to get bodied.
Honestly, even last set before GP came out, a lot of people were starting to realize Rush Shanks isn't the move to do, because against Piskid was destroying,
just rolling over
like any Rush Shank situation. But once it got to like Control Shanks is so dominant in this league. Like just alone, and it's gotten to the point where like you have to be more controlling of the board than the actual life.
It's true.
Because there's like all these decks are going way too wide.
We're in a very wide meta.
We're swinging big and everything, and if you can't respond to their board and still try to focus on life, then you're pretty much screwed. So Control is dominating the scene right now, and like you said, you want them to go get their curve so that way you can get rid of their stuff.
I want to get rid of
because you're controlling their whole thing at that point. So Control is key right now. But I know you mentioned that you're going to the store treasure cups. Any other future events, like any online treasure cups that you're attending or anything like that?
Yeah, so I'll be at another store local treasure cup here tomorrow. I will probably make a couple changes to this list and take it again tomorrow. And then I'm in the is it Play TCG next Saturday regional online?
Yes.
I'll be playing in that online, hoping to put out a good showing there. I feel like in the big tournaments, a lot different than your local scene, right?
Yes.
Whereas GP's costing a pretty penny right now. You may not see as many GPs
Very true.
Locally. So at a big treasure cup like that, I anticipate you make it through the first 3 or 4 rounds, you're going to see GP a lot more prevalently.
Easily.
So let's hope I can get through the first couple rounds and dodge all the random decks here and there. But really looking forward to the future events, the future of this deck. I'm a huge Marco stance.
Well, Marco, I believe I've seen Marco do great justice, so I believe it's never going to really actually die. He's the Phoenix. No one can kill a Phoenix. But last shout-outs, any shout-out that you want to give out or anything?
Yeah, of course. Shout-out to Brolic. You guys hosted a fantastic event here, and have been. You have the free events on Sundays that I like to play in. It's good practice, right? Even if you just want to play a fun deck. And then I'll shout out to my wife. She draws all of our stuff for our business. Our studio is called Ink and Mana Studio is our business name, and we're gonna have some play mats coming here soon. Gonna work with you guys and get some of those mats, and so shout out to her. She's a fantastic artist. Need to get her rolling. And shout out to everyone in the Utah community. We have a great community here at One Piece, and growing.
Well, we're coming to the final conclusion. Thank you very much again for tuning in, you guys. We're multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch and TikTok very soon right now. So check us out. Just type in Brawling Games and we'll pop up for you. Other big news, we're going to be streaming a Star Wars event May 31st. So tune in for those on our live streams. If you want to check something out other than One Piece, we're kings of One Piece of streaming. Hire us, Bandai. Don't hire anyone else. You've seen what we can do, and we can do better every day. We're upgrading. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye-bye.